What is the crack, everyone? It's Ollie from B2B Sports here. We have just witnessed one of the most ugliest games in Vikings history, that's for sure. The Vikings beat the Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville 12-7 in the end. What a horrific game. The Minnesota Vikings offense didn't score a touchdown all game, and Sam Darnold came away with 3 interceptions in the end. Arguably, the second one shouldn't have been given, but 3 interceptions nonetheless. On a positive note though, the Minnesota Vikings defense was on top form yet again. They completely shut out the Jacksonville offense, only allowing 1 touchdown. Blake Cashman being back was a massive part of that, flying around making tackles left, right and centre, as he always does, and getting to the quarterback as well this game. Much improved performance on defense, keeping that train rolling. Some big turnovers again. Harrison Phillips with the fumble recovery. Murphy with the interception, and we'll get on to Camryn Bynum's interception and celebration dance in a little bit. But before we jump into some thoughts and opinions, I'd really appreciate it if you give this vid a like. Give my channel a subscription, it means the world to me, guys. We're trying to hit 50 subscribers on this channel before the end of the year. That's my personal goal. And yeah, if you love Minnesota Vikings, if you love Chelsea Football Club, and back-to-back sports as a whole, I'd be much appreciated if you could support the channel. Much love. But yes, I think the only place to start is Sam Darnold. Unfortunately, what has happened to him, man? What has happened to the guy that we saw in the first 3 or 4 weeks? It seems to have slowly been a bit of a decline for Sam Darnold. You know, he's forcing these turnovers, forcing these interceptions when there's no need to. It seems like he panics a little bit, and in a weird way, the more time he has, the more likely he's going to throw an interception. He's forcing it to Justin Jefferson a little bit too much. All 3 of his interceptions came today, trying to force the ball to JJ. We have such a talented offense. Hockenson and Oliver as tight ends are great receiving targets these days. Addison needs targets on this offense, and we've also got Speedy Jalen Naylor, Brandon Powell, and Aaron Jones who can do work in the receiving game too. So it's not like he's out of options and JJ's all he's got. He's got plenty of options. And even after all that, if there's still no one around, still can't find anyone open, just take the points, just throw the ball out of play and just take the field goal. And without a shadow of a doubt, I still believe in Sam Darnold. I still believe he can take the Vikings to the playoffs and go on a bit of a run in the playoffs. And for those people that were calling out for a swap to be made mid-game, I mean, who are you going to bring on? Nick Mullins is exactly the same, if not worse. You know, he loves to throw the ball in the air. He loves the interception himself. I think that would have been a stupid move and completely knocking the confidence of Sam Darnold going forward for the rest of the season too. We all know that JJ McCarthy is the guy in 2025 and beyond. Just let this season play out with Sam Darnold. We've exceeded expectations by far this season. No one expected us to be 7-2. Even the most diehard Minnesota Vikings fans would have been far too optimistic to be saying the Vikings would be 7-2 at this point in the season. Something needs to be done though, because the interceptions can't continue. Against a top opponent, will be completely found out. No one wants a one and done in the playoffs, let's be real. We want a bit of a run. We want to face the Detroit Lions in the championship game. So KOC needs to get his QB whispering skills back out again. Just needs to calm Sam Darnold down a little bit. Maybe if he's struggling with the amount of time that he's having, just quicken things up. Pre-snap, let's go quick in the huddle. Let's just go for some short, quick passes, move the chains, rather than these big explosive plays. They're great, and Sam Darnold, when he's aggressive, in that particular that shot that he took to Justin Jefferson against the 49ers, that was an incredible play. We don't want to lose that aspect of Sam Darnold. We just need to rein him in a little bit. I mean, if you took the interceptions out of the game, the Vikings offense played really well. We moved the ball down the field with ease at times. It was just those interceptions. It was just those red zone moments where we just need to think a little bit, use our heads, just take the points if the touchdown's not on, and just don't force it. I think that's the thing. Just don't force it. On a side note, TJ Hockenson looked back to his normal self. Clinical third down receptions to move the chains. A valuable target down the middle of the field. And also shout out to Josh Oliver as well. He was brought in as more of a blocking tight end than a receiving tight end. But yeah, he's doing the job in the receiving game too. Clinging on to low catches, high catches. He can do it all, just like TJ Hawkinson. Aaron Jones got knocked out of the game too. Looked like it was a bit of a collision into his chest rib area. He was out of the game, but the x-rays suggest that there was nothing wrong, probably just a significant bruising, but he was back out there in the fourth quarter to shut the game down. There is a question where we could sort of limit sort of running plays. You know, we have got Cam Akers, who's a very versatile running back, and also Ty Chandler as well as on third string. So can we work out and even sort of the run snap count out a little bit so Aaron Jones isn't doing such a heavy load? You know, he's key to this Minnesota Vikings offense. We don't want him to become sort of another injury-prone sort of running back similar to Dalvin Cook. We're going to need him in the postseason when we get there. So just a thought, can we limit his snaps a little bit, especially in this soft part of the schedule we're in at the moment? Now we've got to talk about the Brian Flores defense yet again. They've stepped up. After a couple of rough weeks, they're back on top form yet again. Cashman being back is absolutely key. The green dot and the heart of the defense can do it all. He can tackle, he can get to the quarterback, he can plug the run. He can do it all, and he's absolutely vital to how this defense plays essentially. Cam Robinson didn't have the best of games against his former side. He looked a bit too emotional out there, and he had a cheap shot really to the Jacksonville defensive player going out of bounds, which caused a bit of uproar. Not the best of games for 74, but let's just draw a line under that one and go again next week against the Tennessee Titans. And we have to talk about the celebration king, Camryn Bynum. He does it again, this time with the Raygun celebration. Rachel Gunn was the Australian breakdancer from the Olympics. He nailed the routine, 10 out of 10, gold medal stuff from Camryn Bynum. And yeah, his celebrations just continue to be a highlight. And if that's what motivates him to get interceptions, then be my guest. Keep them coming, mate. Murphy got another key interception. He always pops up with an interception late in the game. Always switched on, always paying attention, a key turnover. It's just a shame that we couldn't do anything and we couldn't capitalise on these big plays from the defence. It feels like we let them down a little bit. But a win's a win, I guess. It was just such a strange result. I've never witnessed a Minnesota Vikings win when we haven't scored an offensive touchdown. Just bonkers stuff. And I'm trying to put an optimistic, positive twist on it. But as much as Sam Darnold's play has been worrying, and as much as the offense in the red zone has been a little bit worrying, we're still in touching distance of the Detroit Lions. We're in good form in the seedings for the NFC. We've still got a couple of road games ahead, but road games that we can win if we're playing well enough. We've got the Tennessee Titans up next, and then a divisional matchup against the Bears. The Bears have struggled of late, and they're there for the taking. So that's one of those that we have to win, especially if we want to still be in contention for the number 1 seed. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on the game below. Let us know your thoughts on Sam Darnold's performance. Are you Sam Darnold in, or are you Sam Darnold out? And what can the team do? What can KOC do? And most importantly, what can Sam Darnold himself do to improve? But yeah, thank you very much for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed the moody atmosphere in this video. Just turn the lights off today and see what it would look like behind the camera. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. SKOL Vikes, free, and peace out.